In a small suburban neighborhood, there lived a lively 8-year-old girl named Lily. With bright eyes and a smile that could light up any room, she was the kind of child who loved to create her own little world through stories. She had a wild imagination, always coming up with new adventures for herself and the people she loved. But her greatest joy was spending time with her older brother, Jake. Jake was a 16-year-old boy with a calm demeanor, yet incredibly protective of his younger sister. He had always been there for her, looking out for her like a second parent, even though he was just a kid himself. While their parents were often busy with work, Lily and Jake spent countless hours together, whether it was playing games, exploring the backyard, or simply sitting down and talking. One sunny afternoon, as they sat in the backyard under a giant oak tree, the two siblings were having one of their usual conversations. Jake had his feet up, leaning against the tree, while Lily sat cross-legged beside him, her fingers fidgeting with a handful of grass. "Jake, do you think one day I could be a princess?" Lily asked, her voice filled with excitement. Jake chuckled, looking over at her with a smile. "A princess? Why not? You already act like one most of the time, with all your stories and adventures." Lily beamed, her face lighting up. "Well, if I do become a princess, I want you to be my king. You'd be the best one, Jake. I would give you my whole kingdom, because you're my hero." Jake laughed softly, ruffling her hair. "You know, I wouldn't want a kingdom. I just want to be right here with you. Besides, being your brother is all the royalty I need." Lily smiled, her eyes twinkling with happiness. "Okay, but we could build the kingdom together. We could make a castle out of cardboard and have all sorts of adventures. You could be the king, and I'd be the queen. What do you think?" Jake thought for a moment, then nodded. "Sounds like a plan, but if we're making a kingdom, it's gotta have a huge library. Lots of books to read, right?" "Definitely!" Lily exclaimed, her voice full of enthusiasm. "And we'll make it the most beautiful kingdom, with flowers everywhere and a giant garden full of magic. People will come from all over to visit us." As the days went by, the two siblings spent their time crafting stories, building their imaginary kingdom, and sharing dreams of what the future could hold. But it wasn't all fun and games. One afternoon, when Lily came home from school, she seemed unusually quiet. Her usual brightness was dimmed, and she sat down at the kitchen table with a frown on her face. Jake noticed immediately. He had always been able to tell when something was bothering her. Setting down his school bag, he walked over and sat beside her. "Hey, what's going on?" he asked gently. Lily sighed and looked up at him, her eyes filled with frustration. "Some kids at school were mean to me today. They laughed when I tripped over my own feet. It felt like everyone was watching me, and I felt stupid." Jake's heart sank. He knew how much Lily cared about what others thought. He took her hand in his, looking into her eyes with all the care and love he had for her. "Lily, listen to me. You're not stupid. Those kids are just, well, they don't know you. They don't know how amazing you are. I know who you are, and trust me, you're one of the most incredible people I've ever met." Lily blinked, trying to hold back tears. But it hurt Jake. It really hurt. Jake gently squeezed her hand, his voice soft, yet filled with certainty. "I get it. But you know what? You're stronger than you think. And no matter what happens, I'll always be here for you. You're not alone in this. You've got me." Lily wiped her eyes and nodded. "Thanks, Jake. You always know how to make me feel better." They sat there for a moment, the world outside seeming far away. It was moments like these that Lily realized just how lucky she was to have Jake as her older brother. He wasn't just her sibling, he was her best friend, her protector, and her biggest supporter. A few days later, they were back under the oak tree again, just like they always did. This time their kingdom was a little more elaborate, with a royal garden of flowers and a fortress of pillows. Lily was smiling again, her spirit renewed, knowing that no matter what, she had someone by her side who loved her unconditionally. "You know, Jake," she said thoughtfully, "this kingdom we've built, it's not just about magic or stories. It's about us. We make it amazing because we're together." Jake smiled, putting his arm around her shoulders. "Yeah, and no one can take that away from us." As they sat there side by side, they knew that no matter what challenges life would throw their way, they had each other. Their bond, built on trust, love, and shared memories, was unbreakable. For Lily and Jake, being siblings meant having a lifelong adventure, one filled with laughter, comfort, and the knowledge that they would always be there for each other, no matter what. This story focuses on the beautiful and supportive relationship between siblings, showing how they help each other through tough times while also sharing moments of pure joy and imagination.